What's up, guys, and welcome to a new video. So today we're going to be testing out my 2021 Tohatsu 15 horsepower. So this is a 2021 Tohatsu 15 horsepower. It is electronically fuel injected, which is absolutely amazing. This is one of the only motors that they make out there right now that is electronically fuel injected without having to run a battery. So I like to run a minimal setup. I like to have as little as possible. I like it to be simple. I like it to just be easy and able to work. The only thing I've actually done to this motor besides my advanced jack plate is I do have the SE Sport 200 hydrofoil on here. And this is run on my 2011 gheenoe high setter, 15 foot 4 inches. And the only thing that we've really got in the boat is I got a cooler with about 30 pounds of stuff in here just to kind of mimic what I have on the water, because I usually have a cast net, I have fishing tackle and things like that up here in front, and I also have ice and sometimes fish or whatever I have. Other than that, the boat is completely empty aside from the typical things that I keep in here, like an extra prop and little things like that. But yeah, I don't really have any gear loaded into the boat, so it's pretty much as light as possible. But I had to have some kind of weight up in the front, because otherwise this thing will just wheelie everywhere. Especially with the 15 horsepower on it. So we're gonna go test it out today and do a top speed run on it. I did put a new prop on it. When I bought it, it had about 35-40 hours on it, and the prop wasn't in that bad a shape, but I decided just to go ahead and change it out. That way I have a spare. So I kept the original as a spare. So like I said, 2021 Tohatsu 15 horsepower, electronically fuel injected. I do have like an extended tiller handle, things like that, but it is a very simple motor, and it has about, I'd say probably 35 hours on it right now. So let's get out on the lake and test it out and see what kind of speeds we can do with this boat. All right, here we are out on the lake for her speed run. This motor runs so epically. It's so quiet. So I came from a 9.9 Mercury 2-stroke. It was like a 94 model. It was 30 years old, and the thing ran flawlessly. But my big deal was having carburetors and whatnot. I wanted something that was fuel injected and a little more up to date. So let's go ahead and just get across this lake real quick, and then we'll get into a speed run. So we have arrived at the canal where it is dead glassy, and we are gonna get on it here in a second. I'm on trim level 3 right now. I'm kind of playing around with it. I'm between trim 2 and 3. I just gotta figure out which one's ideal for me. So I'm using a Strava app to track my speed. So here we go. That's trim 3, and the bow is raised just a little bit, but to me personally, I feel like if the bow is raised, I have a little bit more control of the actual grip, like when turning and whatnot. So I will try trim level 1, which is going to put my bow down a little bit, which may end up giving me a little bit more speed. We'll have to play around with it and see. We got some fish out here. Possibly gators, not really sure 100% on that. So we're gonna make another run back the same way, and then I'll drop it down to trim 1, and then we'll go from there and see which one's gonna give me the best speed, which should tell me where I should be in theory. You know, if they give me the same exact speed, then I'll be stumped. It'll basically come down to which one rides better at that point. So I'll put the camera facing back. This time you can kind of see the whole shot. If I can hold on with one hand. Come off playing slowly, and she's hit some water pretty good, so I'm not worried about the height on this one. Like I said, that's trim level 2. We'll drop it down to I'm sorry, that's trim level 3. We'll drop it down to trim level 2 and give it a go there and see which one comes up with the best speed. All right, I just dropped it down to trim level 2, and we'll go ahead and start her up. Gotta love that fuel injection. All right, so we're gonna turn around right here, and we're gonna make another run down the canal. It's pretty glassy right now. This is pretty much ideal conditions. Might be frowned upon, but I'm doing it in a safe environment. I'm not doing it around anyone else. And I am wearing my safety lanyard because I've had some sketchy moments on this boat and other boats in the past that I will not ride by myself without the safety lanyard on, which basically it's a kill switch if you don't already know. It kills the motor if you were to fall out of the boat. It pulls this right here, right out, kills the motor. That way the boat just doesn't keep on taking off without you and you can swim off to it. In my situation, I'm in like basically an alligator infested canal. So not ideal to have to swim around in here. But yeah, we're gonna try to avoid that. So let's get on this plane level 2 and trim level 2, I'm sorry, and test it out. Throw her into reverse real quick. And all right, let's go. Trim level 2. One of these is going to be ideal. Okay, so real quick, I'll show you guys the app that I'm using. It's Strava, and it's basically like a workout app, and you can track like kayaking and such. They don't have anything for boating, so I just list it as kayaking, and then I just track it and see what happens. So we'll go ahead and track GPS coordinates acquired, and okay, yeah, I'm not on the shopping plaza. I'm on the river. So, all right, we will go ahead and start here. Put that back in the water case, just in case things get sketchy. And whoa, what was that? Man, I really should bring my rod out here sometime, but I just haven't had the time really. Just working a lot. So, all right, yeah, let's get on this. So, trim level 2. I'm gonna sit down on the first run. All right, let's go. Oh, I always forget, I'm not used to this Tohatsu. I'm used to my Mercury, where I can shift from the actual handle. So, all right, here we go. Pretty good. guys, so we've come to a verdict. It is going to be trim level 3. So the third one, the third notch up from the bottom, is going to be my ideal trim setting on here with the jack plate where it's set at right now. And we hit a whopping 29 miles an hour. That is pretty fast. I gotta say, like, okay, riding sport bikes, my channel has always revolved around sport bikes. Riding sport bikes at you know, 150 plus miles an hour compared to doing 30 miles an hour on a 16-foot boat in the water, it's pretty sketchy, not gonna lie. I'm absolutely in love with the Tohatsu motor. I know these are like a highly sought after motor. A lot of people like these, especially on the gheenoes. I actually believe that gheenoe, actually this is one of the motors that they come with, either a 9.9 or like a 25. I had a 9.9 before, like I said. I wanted a little bit more speed and I wanted a little bit more reliability of having a new motor. So this is what I got. I got the 2021 Tohatsu 15 fuel injected. Absolutely love the machine. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely not my typical content, but hope you can enjoy a little bit something different. So thanks for watching, guys. Peace, ride safe, and we'll see you in the next video.